Good morning. It rained again. Kinda. We had a 700s overnight, a little less than a 10. Enough to make it sticky on top, so we can't do anhydrous this morning. So, we're gonna go pick up some more boxes. I've got Rylan with me. Good morning. Can you get it? Let's get buckled, he's busy. Anyway, I've got a customer that we already picked some up from, but got some more boxes up there. Should be at least half a trailer load, maybe more. So we're gonna go get those and bring them back, and then I'll be down to 3 or 4 customers to get stuff from. So we're getting there. Eight boxes here yet, and I found my missing corn boxes that I should have put on the truck yesterday. Oh well, they'll be fine. We'll get these loaded up and get out of here. Okay, Rylan and I got back from picking up those boxes and trying to figure out what to do next. We got to go pick up Brayson a little afternoon around lunchtime, so I can't get too involved in a project. We do have a little spraying that we need to do yet, but it's a ways away. We're going to need our tender trailer, so I'm going to turn the water on so we can get that loaded up here maybe this afternoon. The wind is blowing. It's off and on sunny. I think it's going to dry out enough we can go side dress later this afternoon. At least I'm hoping to. So, yeah. We'll see, but that's my plan here this afternoon. I had another one of my seed customers call me about a little issue that he was having with some stuff in a field that wants me to come look at. Fire. His neighbor caught his field on fire, and now needs to know whether his beans are going to live or not. So we're going to go check those later this afternoon as well, which is an interesting call that I've not had before, but we'll worry about that later. So that'll get our water filling up. Got to figure out how much we need and do some math. So I got our water running there and was getting chemicals around that are going to need to go on the truck. We need these jugs and that tote, and we're going to take those jugs. They have glyphosate in them. I haven't shown you guys this, but Dad, over the last week or two, has been using our ATV sprayer behind our ATV, our four-wheeler, and going around the perimeter of all the fields, just spraying Roundup to kill off the weeds that kind of creep in from the roadsides and the grass and the edges and stuff, and clean them up real nice. He's done a great job with it. But these fields that we're going to are a long ways away, and he said, well, why don't you just take the Roundup and spray around the perimeters with the big sprayer when you do those fields. So, okay, so we can do that. So I got enough to mix up to do a load, and we'll perimeter all the fields. We'll tank mix it with our fungicide, and then we'll come back in with just the fungicide and do the centers of the fields. All right, time to go and get Brayson, and then come back here. And Dad went to go get some stuff this morning. He should be back too. We got to kind of wait for him before I can side dress so he can take care of the boys for me. I don't know if it's gonna be dry enough or not. It is drier on top now than it was yesterday when we tried it, so worth trying it again. Back from lunch. The boys are playing in the sandbox up there. Bill's hauling corn, or right now he's actually cleaning a bin out, sweeping a bin, loading the overhead. Sad day, we got the door open on the big bin. There's a lot of corn in the sweep or go around there, but getting towards the end of it. Anyway, I'm trying to load my tender truck up, but it's dead. So we're gonna see. My little jump pack will do it. I doubt it, but we're gonna try it anyway. Chances that little itty bitty thing starts this truck. Oh my gosh, I am shocked that worked. It would turn over just very slowly before, so all right. I don't know if we have enough water yet, but we can see what we can do. I got Brock hauling some scrap stuff away for us. There's in one of the towns just over here where I used to live, there's a mechanic shop there that collects scrap metal, and they haul it in and donate it to the backpack program at the local school. and they take anything you want to bring them. So they're getting a refrigerator and a freezer and a treadmill, and we're gonna let them donate that stuff to the school. So yeah. Out of water. How much did we get? 800 gallons. We're gonna have to wait a little while. So how long do I need to let this truck run to charge the batteries enough that it'll start the next time I want to start it? Don't know. But we need about 3,600 gallons of water. 3,200 is probably enough, but we're gonna take extra. So yeah. We'll see. We'll let her run for a few minutes and shut it off. We got a jump pack. It'll start it if we need to start it, I guess. Okay. We're still waiting on water, so that customer that wanted to go wanted us to come look at his field, he just texted me and said he's available. So we're gonna head over and do that because Dad's not back yet. I thought Dad would be back to watch the boys so I could go try some anhydrous, but he is not. So what are you gonna do? We're gonna need to patch some in. All right. Well, so one of my customers here, neighbor started a fire on his garbage pile there on Saturday. It was windy. It was before any of the rain, so it was super dry. Caught the corn stalks on fire, which burned out in the field. Not a huge area. I would say a half an acre maybe. But the beans in it are toast. Now, you could worry about it. You could not. The thing is, if you don't put anything in there, the weeds are going to grow. You're going to have to manage that all summer. He had another thin spot down in the low ground where it was, the beans just didn't come up real well. So I gave him a couple of bags. He's going to go in and patch them in, replant them. Are they going to yield the same as the other stuff? Probably not, but at least the weeds won't grow. So no big deal. I was curious to look at him though when he said that they got burned, because I'm like, well, the beans won't burn, the dirt won't burn. So what burnt? It was the corn stalks. And I thought, well, maybe if it just charred the leaves off, that the beans would actually grow back. So I wanted to see if there's any green material out there or leaf tissue or anything, and there is none. The beans where the fire went through are toast. They will not grow back, and so yeah, we'll just have them patch in a few. No big deal. Back at the farm here. Dad just got back. He's been all over the place this morning, picking stuff up. Went to Berkey, working on the barn a little bit. He came back. He's going to watch the boys for me so we can go side dress. The ground is dry on top. I think this will work just fine. It's windy. Should be a good day for it. So let's go at least try and get that field that we started yesterday done. Yeah. Boys have T-ball at 7:30. It's 3 o'clock. We should get a lot done. Okay, well, the ground is a lot drier on top today than when we were out here yesterday, so I think this is going to work really well. We got end rows done, and we did one pass along this side, did the ends on the other end, and that's as far as we made it before I decided it was too wet and we quit. So we're going to pick up where we left off and keep working our way across here. There's that muck hole. I was wondering if you would be able to see the ground shaking under it, but you can't because the openers are in the ground. The other pass doesn't have the openers in the ground, but we're side dressing these rows over here. That's what happens when our planters don't match, or planter and side dresser don't match. So I had shut off that one side. Now we'll turn it back on and follow our split. Go. To do it. Well, for the most part here, this is working really well today. Much better sealing than it was yesterday when it was too wet, and we're not building up on our gauge wheels. We are in some taller corn than what we have been in spots. And other spots, it's like this, highly variable. But yeah, this is going to work, so we're going to fly through here as reasonably well as we can. Get some nitrogen on this corn. Hope we get a little bit more rain as we keep going throughout the week here and get it to green up. Some of it's a little yellow. Tank change time! Been a while. Get my Darth Vader mask. Alright. Get my gloves on. We gotta close our valves, open the bleeder, unhook the hose, unhook the tank. We'll hook up to that one. After we change tanks, I always like to just walk through, make sure all the hoses are still attached, the beaver tails are still there, everything looks right. I did, when we were out, have Brock go through the bar, do a little maintenance just to put some new parts in the high wear areas that we needed and make sure everything was in good working order. So we should be fine. Looks good there. This one here seems to be bleeding off the most for some reason. I don't know if it's I think it's just because it's in the tire track and it's yeah, I don't really think there's anything wrong there. Nothing looks wrong. That one's got a brand new beaver tail on it. This blade might be getting wore out. Looks pretty worn. Might have to look at putting new ones of those on. Look how much lip there is here compared to there. Yeah, I would say that's an issue. This one's got a vapor line on it. All looks okay. Everything's good. Keep moving. All right, well, we got this one done. 59.62 acres. So we are going to jump right across the road. I've got, let's see, the boys have a t-ball game at 7:30. It is 5:15. So we're going to get rained out. Are we going to get rained out? Holy crap, that would be awesome. We got raindrops. It is dark that way. Like, it might rain. But anyway, we've got at least an hour and a half that I can run yet, and we can get a bunch of this across the road done. So I'm going to keep going there. Or maybe we get rained out, which would be perfectly fine. Well, it hasn't started raining yet. I've been doing some end rows, opening this up, and I just was doing an end rows and noticed, oh, we got a whole bunch bleeding off. What's going on? And, well, see that hose right there? That hose is not supposed to be right there. Well, dang. Our boot's gone again. We broke another one of those vertical bolts because this bolt broke. We must have hit a big rock. Had to be recent. It hasn't been doing that for very long. I have a feeling it's going to start raining before I can get out there with the gator to find this piece. Which, it's good, it's good. We need the rain, but I'm going to need to find that piece. It's in the end rows, clear in the back over there. I'm just going to go home and get the gator and go find it. Gotta get the bolts and stuff to fix it at the farm anyway. Just looked at the radar. There's a real thin band coming at us right now. Much heavier rain, an hour or two out it looks like. So we're gonna see if we can find this piece. I doubt we're coming back to the field though. Boom, right there, I found it. Broke that bolt. Everything else is there. Okay. Well, we were going that way and we did the ends along the woods, so we didn't run it for very long with it that way. Alright, now we're gonna have to cut that bolt out and clean this up enough that we can see what we're dealing with. Put it back on there. Everything else looks okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. Got it cleaned up, cut the bolt out. I think I got parts, at least some, in the tractor and some tools, so we'll get started there. Made sure the tube was clear. We'll get it put back together at least. All right. So that piece bolts on right here, and then there's a bolt that goes through the side here that kind of holds it in place. That bolt broke, allowed this bolt to bend till it broke, and then it fell off. So we just need to replace them. Problem is we got to get the broken piece off of this bolt, but it comes through to the other side right there, so we can get a drill on there, and it should spin out pretty easily. I gotta go get a drill. A little drilling, eventually it spun, and we twist it right out of there. Okay, now, does this bolt work in there? No. Does this bolt work in there? No. Alright, I gotta go find the right bolt to replace that. I thought those two were it, just didn't know a length, but I was wrong. But this piece goes like that. Okay, that is all back on. We need to tighten up our beaver tail a little bit. This one's getting pretty worn anyway, but there we go. I did want to measure this blade. We're not going to do anything about it right now, but I was curious. How much wear do we have? Ooh, look at that. It's down to 19 3/4. These blades start at 23, or 22 3/4, almost 23. So we've worn 3 inches off, 1.5 off each side. Yeah, it's a lot. We'll be getting new blades after the end of this year, I can bet you. All right, that is back together and good to go. I could go to the field for 10 minutes before I would have to leave, so not gonna happen. There's rain on the way. Fingers crossed it amounts to something, but it is coming back around and gonna hit us. Hopefully we get another significant amount out of this and we can't side dress tomorrow. That would be ideal. We'll see what happens. The forecast has turned a little drier than it was a couple days ago, so I would take more anytime we can get it. Come on, baby. When's that gonna reset? Oh, it's almost here. Maybe. I have no idea what's going on. No, that's in the future. I don't want the future. Okay, so this is what just came through. That little bit right when we were done. And this is all coming towards us. Somewhere in there is live. And we're past live. This is future. Oh, weird. Can't we just stop at normal? What is current? Can't. Oh, stupid weather radars. I tell you what. Well, we'll try this one. I mean, that's coming. It's not real heavy rain, but it's rain. All right. T-ball game. Think they'll get the T-ball game in? I doubt it, but we're going to go try and do that because we're not going back to the field tonight. T-ball in the rain. It's legit raining now. We had to come up here where it's a little dry. What's this? Was that fun playing in the rain? You're soaking wet.